Hi friends, happy Mother's Day. This is day 133. My hair is a little crazy because we were down at the beach. Hello, love. You're making snacks.
Happy Mother's Day.
So Jeremy's making snacks for the kids while we do our video. So happy Mother's Day. So if this is your first time watching our video, we're adopting 2 little girls from Liberia. We're currently living in Liberia. This is day 89 of living in Liberia. Nearly 800 days of trying to adopt 2 little girls from Liberia, a process that typically takes about 400 days. We've doubled. There's a lot of political strife going on here, a lot of people that not acting in the best interest of kids, so that's kind of hard. But today was Mother's Day. Our friend, and driver Emmanuel brought his family over to meet us. Lovely family, he has 4 kids, wife's lovely. We had a good time with them. They went down to the beach with us. They took some family photos and watched our youngest American daughter catch crabs. Little bitty, they're called ghost crabs. So that was fun. Quick reminder about the noonday stuff that's for sale. This is the saltwater necklace. Holds up pretty good actually. It's made from paper beads, so be careful getting it too wet, but this is the bracelets and then the Contigo bracelet. We're still selling noonday for our adoption, so if you buy anything from noonday, if you have not given your mom a Mother's Day present, you want to give her a noonday gift card, you can get that on our website as well. And she can buy from Noonday, and it can help our adoption, and she can also get her something really cool. Noonday is a fair trade company that helps developing countries all over the world with their artisans that are native to their country make the goods that are special to their homeland. So we are really hopeful for tomorrow to bring good news. We say that every Sunday. We're more hopeful tomorrow than we have been in the past, just because we've heard rumors of different things moving around. And because today will be day 90 of us being here, so we feel really encouraged by those people that have given money to help with our adoption. Our expenses continue to rise. We don't feel like we can leave our kids here. We don't think they're safe if we leave, because this process could easily stall out without the pressure of American parents being here. It's delicate pressure that we're putting. It's positive pressure. We've been told by the Ministry of Gender that they're going to move as fast as they can as soon as they have the power to do so. The Ministry of Justice, our contacts there have been nice that I've heard of. I haven't dealt with them directly, but we've just heard, from friends of friends, things are moving. But all adoptions have stalled out in Liberia. So Liberia is essentially closed right now for adoption processing. That was a move that came down from the head of the Ministry of Gender herself that said until these investigations on these 2 agencies, us and Americans for African Adoption, closes, that they will not allow any adoptions, domestic or international, to go through. So that's kind of something that kind of hurt me a little bit, because I'm like, gosh, that means no one's getting processed. Not even people that live here are getting processed. Although if it's the only thing that she can use as a strength to help us, that's the last resort, then I'm not gonna. It's not really, in my opinion, it doesn't really matter. I don't want to see adoption stalled out if they can ever move forward. Even if ours can't, I want others to move forward. But we do see it as a testimony of her heart for adoptions to move forward fairly for everyone. So the Ministry of Gender is who suspended our agency while an investigation went on to figure out if our agency was doing something wrong. So today it was fun to have Emmanuel over with his family. They're very sweet. He has teenagers and then another little, and his littlest one was not a fan of the ocean. It was a little too big for her, but his older kids had a great time, and it was nice to meet them and see them. There's a lot of good families here, a lot of good people here. Liberians in general are good. They were made from some really strong stuff, and they work hard to keep their families happy and thriving, and it's just nice to see a Liberian family doing so well. So that was fun to see. I think I'm gonna snooze. I've sneezed a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's the water.
Manuel always talks about us. He's gonna miss us when we leave, and I'm like, oh, brother, we're never gonna leave. Don't worry.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about missing us.
I told him
I will miss him. He's a great guy.
That'll be the hard thing. Is like, we're gonna miss all of our friends. We'll be so glad to go.
Yeah, we need to go. Tomorrow, getting pictures taken of our house and putting it on the market for rent. So that's kind of a tough blow, because it means we can go home to the U.S., but we can't go there. So it's kind of a hard thing. It'll help with our mortgage that we can't really afford right now, keep us from losing our house, obviously, but we can't return there. So I'm hoping for renters that are just 3 or 4 months, maybe they can they can go. So got a lot of encouraging texts from my friends that are moms. Super excited to see. The kids keep asking about Shanika, who's our friend, who's pregnant. She's having a baby soon. She was our kids' nanny for years, and she's fantastic. She's been a mom for a long time, but she's looking forward to her first biological baby, which is exciting to see him get here. So happy Mother's Day to you guys. Thanks for those that have reached out to us to encourage us. We're kind of just in this I don't know, it's not complacency, it's not apathy, but it's just stasis. It's just a static thing. We're just, we can't move forward. We're not going to move backwards. But those of you, I'm going to give it a few more days on the staff donations. Thank you to those that have given to help, because our staff at the Small World has took a voluntary pay cut, so to speak. They agreed to stay on for less money, just bare bones money to try to keep the doors open. They get actually a pretty good salary for Liberia standards, from what I understand. But we wanted to give them a gift of appreciation from the parents and friends and families of kids that are involved in this process. It's not the kids' fault, it's certainly not the staff fault, and they do the work of Jesus for sure in caring for these kids. Being the hands and feet of Jesus is what it takes to care for 30 plus orphans that are not only have their physical needs of being kids, but the emotional needs, the traumatic things that they've been through. Like these people, there's a security guard and there's 5 caregivers and then the director. So it's a staff of 7, but they do amazing work. So we want to make sure to show them some appreciation. So if you haven't sent me any money, or you want to send me some money, you can just send me a message, or even if you comment on the YouTube post that you need me to email you, then let me know and we'll get the Venmo. We're going to give that probably till Friday to see how much more, because there's quite a bit of people that have expressed a desire to donate that haven't yet, and then several people that already have. Thank you to those that have. It means a lot to this ministry to get that support. So it was funny watching our youngest American daughter catch these little crabs, and she had this bucket thing to put them in today, and I'm like, don't kill them. Jeremy's like, why do you care? I'm like, because it's just weird for kids to kill animals, and then she'll be so sad, and then we'll have to bury it. It's a whole thing. But she had a really good time. But she was so covered in sand. So the sand gets a little bit darker. So there's some black sand, I'm not sure why it's black. But just the sand itself is just sort of different, darker tones right now. It's probably just gross stuff in the ocean. But she looked like a chimney sweep. She looked like a chimney sweep when she was coming up out of and her hair, she has blonde, long hair, and it just came out of the hair. It was just, and the waves were so big. Lexi, our youngest, she's a pretty strong swimmer, but the waves, even just being knee deep, they just knocked our kids down. Not our oldest, because she doesn't really get in that far. She doesn't really have any interest in having sand in her hair. But our youngest and our middle child, they just got knocked down. So we're kind of talking about our Liberian daughters and how, now that we know them, kind of have seen their personalities, we think the older one will probably be pretty brave about the water, but not stupidly brave. But we're pretty sure the youngest one will be kind of like Emmanuel's youngest child and be like, I don't want anything to do with that. I'm not going anywhere near it. I'm not doing it. So, but yeah, so Mother's Day was good. It's kind of a different Mother's Day. But it was a good time, and our kids made me cards, which was sweet. But yeah, we're hopeful for tomorrow. So hopefully we'll get good news tomorrow. Bye.